Everybody, welcome to Pilates All Levels with me, Mike. Okay, we're gonna work everything in the body today: core, shoulders, hips. All right, listen to your body. Don't push through any pain. Modify if necessary. Okay, so let's start seated at the front end of our mat. Okay, and we'll just sit here for a moment. We'll close our eyes, gripping behind our legs. Our chest is nice and open. Our shoulder blades are back, rooting through our sit bones. All right, abdominals engaged, upper back active. Breathing in through the nose. Let's focus our breath into the sides of our ribs so we create this lateral breath. All right, breathing in that direction. It's an inhale. Breathing, the ribs expand out a little bit, then we exhale. We pull in with the abdominals, the navel draws in towards the spine, okay? So focusing on stabilizing in this upright posture. Again, inhaling. Deep breaths in here, exhaling. That air out and try to focus your breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right. Let's take one more deep breath in. And on your exhale, let's pull in with the abdominals. Let's fold the body at the sternum. The low spine rounds. So we get this curvature here, but we keep the shoulders stacked above the hips. And then we can use our arms to assist. The upper back activates. It's an inhale. We sit upright. And then again, exhale to round, pulling in with our abdominals. Right. Using those deep trunk flexors to create a nice stretch in the low back. And then again, just one more. Inhale, inhale. You can use those arms, those biceps. And exhale to round, round, round. Getting that curvature. Shoulders stay stacked above the hips. And then it's an inhale, inhale, up tall, using your arms, sitting upright. Let's exhale to tuck the hips under. Let's start to roll the body back now. All right, keeping that curvature, rounding, flexing through the low spine. We touch the low back to the mat. We inhale and exhale. Pull in with your abdominals. Use your hands as an assist here. Shoulders over the hips. We sit up tall. Inhale. Sitting up tall. Exhale. Juliana, I like your shirt. Looks really cool. Nice, pretty trees. Rounding through the spine. The low back flattens into the floor. We breathe. And exhaling, rolling up. Okay, from that curved position, we flatten the back. Let's try one more like that. Use your arms, build the body up. Exhale to round. Hollowing through the midline of the body, getting that curvature. Low back makes contact with the mat. We inhale, exhale. Back up to seated here. Now you can push your hands into your shins here. Can you extend the spine now? So keep the abs in, work through the upper back. Get some extension, shoulder blades back and down, a nice activation in the upper back, and then find neutral. Hold in neutral, arms parallel to the floor. We breathe in, and then exhale. Let's take it all the way down, rounding and rolling. Low back works into the mat. Keep the chest lifted. Let's bend the left knee. Bend the right knee. Lower your head, neck, and chest back down. And then center yourself on the mat. I'm going to scoot down a little bit, but we should be in just the position for our pelvic curl. But we'll start maintaining neutral in our pelvis and spine. Heels 8 or so inches from our sit bones. Maintaining this in neutral alignment, let's inhale to drop the right knee out to the side. Keep your hips as square to the ceiling as possible. Return that right knee back to center. Inhale the left knee out to the side. Exhale that knee back. We keep the abs in. All right. Take the right knee out. and then exhale it back in. So keeping the trunk as stable and still as possible. Let's bring our hands above our shoulders. All right, now as you reach the right knee out, take the left arm out to a T, and then return everything back, okay? Right arm, left knee. Inhale, exhaling everything back. So keep the body, the trunk aligned as you alternate arms and legs. Left knee, right arm, exhale it back. Left arm, right knee, exhale it back. So can you move your limbs independently of the position of your pelvis and spine? One more with that right knee, left arm, exhale back. Right arm, left knee, exhale back. We hold here. Readjust your feet. Exhale, pull in with the abs. Let's float the right leg up, tabletop. All right. Inhale, set that right foot to the floor, keeping your alignment. Pull in with the abs a little deeper as the left leg lifts, tabletop. Nothing else shifts. Everything stays as still as possible as you alternate legs. Inhale, the foot plants to the mat. Exhale, the left leg lifts. Eye gaze stays straight up towards the ceiling. We exhale to lift. Inhale that right foot down. Exhale the left leg up to match. One more of each. Inhale, exhale. No shifting or rocking in the pelvis. We keep our position. Last one, left leg. Inhale the foot down. Hands to the floor by your sides. Exhale, pull in with the abs. Just tuck the hips under now. So we were focusing on maintaining neutral. Now we come out of neutral. Can you round your low back into the mat? All right. Inhale. Back to neutral. So it's that in-between position we were just in with our leg lifts and knee dropouts. And then we exhale, we hollow. The navel draws in towards the spine. The low back flattens right into the mat. We inhale the hips back to neutral. So we rock to neutral, we create that low back space there, and then exhale, tucking under. That navel draws inward. So without the glutes squeezing, no hamstrings, can you isolate the work in your abdominals? Then find neutral, inhale, and then exhale. We'll tuck the hips under, scooping, flattening. That low back works into the mat there. And then we find neutral. Now take a deep breath in. We're going to continue with that tuck. We flatten the low spine into the mat and we start to elevate the hips. So keeping that tuck, the glutes, the hamstrings kick on. All right, the hips elevate. Now feel a stretch through the front of your hips as you breathe in, hold, shoulder blades back and into the mat. Exhale to slowly roll the spine back down. So work the upper back into the mat, the mid back into the mat. Work that low back into the mat there. And then we find neutral. It's an inhale, deep breath. And again, exhale, pulling in, drawing in through those abdominals. The low spine flattens, we elevate. So maximizing that tuck, the glutes, the hamstrings kick on, the hips elevate. All right, we hold, inhale, deep breath in, big inhale, and exhale, controlling it down, okay? So working each piece of the spine into the mat, maintaining that tuck, really work the low back into the floor, and then find neutral. Inhale. Again, exhale, pulling in with our abdominals. Okay, the sternum stays down, the navel draws in, hips elevate. Okay, be mindful of the knees. We don't want the knees to splay out to the sides. All right, we hold, inhale. And exhale back down. Now we got one more here and we'll hold at the top. Okay. Really working each piece of the spine into the floor. We find neutral. It's an inhale and exhale, pulling in with our abs, imprinting, flattening, elevating. Okay, so we keep the bridge posture here. All right, keep the tuck in the hips. Can you inhale to drop the left hip down towards the floor? So we rotate the spine a little bit and then exhale, square the hips back to center. Keeping the tuck, inhale to drop the right hip down. Exhale to square the hips back. So we alternate hips here. It's an inhale and then exhale to return. That right hip drops down. We breathe. Exhale back to center. So keeping the knees in line with the hips, we get this rotation here. Inhale. Exhale, one more left leg. Inhale. Exhale back, one more right. Inhale, exhale back. Now hold and center. Let's float the hands, take them back behind you. Arms overhead, shoulder blades down the back. We breathe. Exhale to slowly roll the spine down. One piece at a time, getting that stretch through the mid-spine, maintaining that overhead reach, and then rock your hips back to neutral. Now keep neutral in the pelvis, shoulder blades plugged back and down, pulling with the abs, lift the right leg tabletop. Hold, hold, hold. Point the left foot, okay? Now, can you maintain neutral as you change legs? Quick inhale, exhale to switch. Quick inhale, exhale to switch. So can you keep your posture consistent, all right, as you change legs? So that's gonna require a lot of abdominal support in this neutral position, all right? And especially with our arms overhead, it's gonna be tempting to wanna thrust the ribs to the sky. Keep the ribs down. One more left leg, one foot at a time to the floor. Circle your arms out to a T. Set them on the mat. Let's crawl our feet and knees together. Squeezing our feet and knees together. Let's bring our knees to the right for a spine twist, okay? So as you take your knees to the right, the left foot stays glued to the right foot. And then we exhale, pulling in with your trunk. Rotate everything back to center. Inhale over. Take the knees over to the left. And then exhale back to center using our obliques. Getting this nice clean rotation in the spine. Shoulder blades rooted onto the mat. Exhale back to center, alternating sides. Inhale over, exhale back, all right, using those obliques. The knees draw a line across the ceiling, getting those trunk muscles to really fire here. Knees travel to the left. Exhaling everything back. Feet stay glued together, getting this nice movement here. Breathing, exhaling to return, inhaling over. Exhaling back, we got one more to your right. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale back, one more to your left. Inhale over. And then exhale back. Now we hold and center. Those feet and knees stay glued together. Let's fully interlace our fingers behind our head. Elbows in our peripheral vision. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull in with your abdominals. Let's start to lift our head, neck, and chest up. Eye gaze to our knees. We breathe, hold. And exhale to lower the spine back down. We go again. Inhale, prepare. Exhale to lift. Eye gaze straight to our knees. We hold, deep breath. And exhale back down. Okay, again, inhale, prepare. Exhale. Everything flexes forward. Eye gaze to our knees. We breathe, hold. And exhale back down. Simple chest lifts here. We breathe in to prepare. Exhaling up. Eye gaze to our knees. Deep breath. And exhale back down. Adding on, we inhale to prepare. Exhale to lift. Let's reach for our legs. Let's grab our legs. Using our arms, we come up a little higher. So keep that height, keep that chest lifted position. All right, keep that alignment. Inhale, let's take the hands back behind our head, keeping the height, and then exhale to lower down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, drawing everything in, getting that flexion, Again, deep breath in, grab your legs, coming up a little higher, coming up a little higher. Keeping that height, we breathe in, inhale. Keep the height, lace the hands back behind your head. And then exhale down. Let's do one more like that. Inhale, prepare. Exhale. All right. Reaching for your legs. We grab the legs. Again, we get a little bit of extra height in here. Now we keep the height. We're going to add on to our chest lift. We inhale the hands back. Now stay lifted. Can you exhale to tuck the hips under? Stay lifted. Start to elevate the hips by pushing your feet into the floor. Rock your hips to neutral as you lower down. Inhale. Now exhale. Rotate your upper body to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Chest lift with rotation. Inhale back. Exhale to the right, keeping the elbows wide, getting those obliques to really fire here. Inhale. Exhale, rotate. Inhale to center. Exhale, rotate. Try to stay lifted up off the shoulder blades. One more to the right. Inhale, exhale to the left. Inhale back, and then exhale. Everything to the floor. You can let your head rest there. Reach your arms back out to a T position here. Pull in with the abs. The right leg lifts. Left leg to match. Feet and knees squeezing together. Inhale your knees to the right. Okay. Keep the left shoulder blade on the floor. Exhale to return to center. So we draw a line across the ceiling here. It's an inhale over and then exhale back. So getting some good rotation in the trunk. It's an inhale over, keeping our shoulder blades rooted on the mat. Inhaling, taking our knees over. Exhale back to center, alternating sides. Deep breaths in. Really focusing on that rotation in the spine, keeping our shoulder blades on the mat. Getting those obliques to really work here. We're tall in our alignment. Inhale over. Exhale back. We inhale over. Exhale back. Last one to your left. Inhale over. We exhale back. Now hold in center. Bend your knees deep. Those heels relax towards our sit bones. Let's interlace our fingers behind our head. All right. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, pulling in with your abdominals. Let's lift our head, neck, and chest up. So we get that height. Let's grab our knees. Okay. Lifting the spine a little bit here, a little higher. Okay. Stay lifted. Now, inhale. Let's take the hands back behind our head. Take the knees away. The feet touch the floor. Exhale to pull the knees back in for 5. Inhale, staying lifted. Exhale, pull. 4. Inhale. Exhale, pull for 3. Inhale. Exhale, pull for 2, staying stable. We got 1 more. And pull, hold, grab those legs. Coming up a little higher. A little higher. Okay, we got 1 leg at a time, adding rotation. Now, inhale the hands behind your head. Exhale, take the left knee away. Rotate the upper spine to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. And switch to the right, left knee. Inhale to center, to the left. Exhale, right knee. Inhale through center. Exhale, switch. Inhale through center. Exhale, switch. Inhale. Exhale and go. And go. To the right. To the left. 1 more each side. And go back to center. Grab those knees. Pull the knees to your chest. Lower your head, neck, and chest down. Just rock the body side to side. Pulling those knees in and hold in center. Let's make some circles with those knees. You can hold on to them. We get a nice range of motion within the hip joints here. Circling the legs out and around. Reverse those circles. All right. And then we'll take our feet back to the floor 1 at a time. Hold with your feet about 8 or so inches from your sit bones. Hip width distance apart, hands by your sides. Shoulder blades back and into the mat. Find your neutral. We are neutral here. Now, taking a deep breath in, big inhale. Okay. On your exhale, tuck the hips under. Let's flatten the low back into the mat. Scooping under, elevating back into our bridge. So a nice transition from flexion into extension. All right, hold for a moment. Okay, get stable in this bridge position here. Readjust your feet if necessary. Shoulder blades back and into the mat. Stabilize the body on the right leg. Lift the left leg tabletop, okay? Inhale, touch that left foot to the floor. Exhale it back up for 5. Inhale, exhale up 4. Inhale, exhale up for 3. Stable in the right leg, 2. 1 more. Inhale, straighten that left leg long. Exhale it towards the floor. Flex the foot. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Inhale it back up. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 1 more. Point that foot, bend the left knee, place the foot to the mat, readjust your feet. Inhale, and then exhale, control it down one piece at a time, okay? Work that low spine into the floor. Find neutral. Inhale, deep breath. Big breath in, reset, reset. Now again, exhale. Hollow through your trunk, flatten the low back. Elevate, elevate. Keeping that tuck, keeping our posture. Stabilize the body on the left leg. Take a breath in. Exhale the right leg up, tabletop. Hold. Okay, find your stability. Inhale, touch the right foot to the floor. Exhale it back up. Hinging at the hip joint. Keep the pelvis still. Eye gaze, stay straight up and lift. Inhale, exhale and lift. Two more. Inhale, exhale and go. One more. Inhale. Exhale, go. Inhale, straighten that right leg long. Take it towards the floor. Exhale, inhale, flex the foot, bring the leg back up. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, two. Inhale up, exhale down, one. Inhale up, point that foot, bend the right knee, place the foot to the floor. Reconnect to the hips, inhale. And then exhale to roll the spine back down. Working each piece of the spine into the mat. Rock your hips to neutral, take an inhale. Now exhale, reach the hands towards your heels as you lift your head, neck, and chest back up, okay? Reaching, get that chest lift, get the chest lift. Take a breath in, lace the hands back behind your head. Exhale the right leg tabletop. Same as before, and from our bridge position, touch the right foot to the floor. Exhale that right leg back up. Inhale, exhale, lift. Now, inhale the leg down. As the leg comes up, rotate your upper body to the right. Inhale to center, the foot touches. Exhale, rotate to the right. Inhale to center, the foot touches. Exhale and go. One more. And rotate. Inhale the foot down. Exhale, the left leg lifts tabletop. Inhale, the foot touches. Exhale, it lifts, staying square. Inhale. Exhale, lift. One more. And lift. We add rotation. Inhale the foot down. Exhale, pull the leg in, rotate to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, pull and rotate. Inhale. Touch. Exhale and go. One more. To center. Exhale and go. Place the foot down. Inhale. Exhale the head, neck, and chest down. Take the elbows wide. One bridge here. Tuck the hips under. Keep the fingers interlaced. Elevate the hips up, alternating flexion with extension. Still active in our trunk, not letting our knees splay out. All right, take a breath in. Exhale to roll the spine all the way to the floor, working each piece of the spine in the mat. Let's all reach our arms out to a T. Take the left leg, cross it over the right, and take your knees to the right. Okay, you can take your right hand on that left leg and push down into that knee a bit. Try to stay tall in the spine. Okay. Getting length in the spine. Applying some pressure down into the knee. Getting some opening here. All right, reaching that knee away. Getting this opening through the mid-back, and then take that arm back out. Return to center. Uncross that leg. Right over the left now. Take the knees to the left. And you could take your left hand on that right knee. Stay long and tall. Applying pressure down into that right thigh. Keeping the right shoulder on the floor if you can. Breathing in, just enjoying this twist here. Okay. And both arms out to a T. Pull everything back to center. Uncross your legs. Circle your hands down by your sides. Let's float the right leg tabletop. Straighten that left leg long, pointing the foot. Extend the right leg long. Flex that right foot. Leg circles here. You bring the leg across the midline of the body. Circle it around. Catch it on the way up and go. Keeping the abs in. Trunk is absolutely stable and still. Getting a nice range of motion in this right leg. Inhale to circle. Exhale to circle. Okay. You get a hamstring stretch as well, but really working through that hip flexor. Let's reverse. Take the leg out, around and up. We take it out, around and up. Staying stable. Deep breaths in, circling it around, catching it on the way up. 3, 2, 1. And bend that right leg. Place the right foot to the floor. Left leg to match. Slide the right leg long. Lift your left leg tabletop. Let's straighten that left leg out. Flex the foot. Take it across the midline of the body. Circle it around. Catch it on the way up. Abs stay in. Circle the leg out and around. Catch it on the way up. Okay, stable in your pelvis and spine. Getting this range of motion in the hip joint. Keep tall in your alignment. Okay, 3, 2, 1. And reverse. Take it to the outside. Down, around, and up. Out, down, around, and up. Keeping stable. Keeping that trunk active. Let's see. 4, 3, 2, 1. And bend that knee. Pull the knee to the chest. Right leg to match. Hugging your knees into you here. Let's rock side to side for a moment. All right. And then hold and center. Hold. Take a breath in. Exhale, pulling in with your abs. Let's lift our head, neck, and chest up. And then keep lifting, keep lifting. You can push your knees into your hands. Let's rock up to seated. Let's find our ball posture here. So we are round. Feet and knees together. Find that curvature. Okay. Stay round. Let's inhale the body back to the base of your shoulder blades. Exhale up, rounding the spine out. Getting this nice roll like a ball here. Inhale back. Exhale up, pause. Stabilizing here. Inhale back. Exhale up, pause. Moving with the breath. And up we pause. Okay. Inhale. Keeping that curvature consistent and keeping our chest open, shoulder blades down. Let's see. 3, 2. We got one more. Inhale back. Exhale up. Now we pause at the top here. Let's lift our shins up. We did this last week. We're going to do it again. Teaser prep. Shoulder blades back and down. Can you hold your legs still? Hold your legs still. Take the hands forward. Exhale to roll back. Keeping the tuck in the pelvis. Low spine touches the mat. Inhale the body. Back up, flat back. Exhale. Keeping that tuck, keeping the position. Inhale. Inhale, back up, flat back. One more. Exhale. 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 And inhale, back up. Grab those legs. Nice work, everyone. Whew, those are not easy. Those are hard. Those are hard. Let's pull the heels towards your sit bones here, okay? You can grab your feet and fold the body forward. So you can fold the body forward over here. I also like to take my hands back behind me, fingertips into the floor, and I'll press my hips up off the mat, inching my hands closer to my hips just to change the stretch a little bit and trying to keep a flat back, getting some length, really opening up those hip joints. Yeah. We'll take the hips to the floor. Very good. Let's scoot back, extending our legs long. All right. Point the feet to the sky. Let's all interlace our fingers behind our head. We got a nice flat back position. We're tall. Exhale to our left. Inhale to center. Exhale to your right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Using our abdominals. Keeping tall in our posture. Okay, inhale, exhale to our left, getting this nice trunk rotation in the spine. Inhale, exhale to our left. Inhale, exhale to our right. Okay, now go to the left. Hold here, take the right hand to the left leg. Left hand behind you here. Let's push into our arms a little bit. Okay, we got some fun seated work ahead, some shoulder blade and hip work. All right. But first, let's mobilize the upper spine a little bit. Take the hands back, rotate to center, inhale. Exhale, let's go to our right. Left hand to the right leg, right hand behind us here. Using our arms. Getting this opening here, twisting. Very good. And take the hands back, return to center. Okay, before our spine stretch, let's separate our feet about shoulder width distance. Now, keep the hands interlaced behind your head or at chest center, wherever feels good for your shoulders. Let's activate that left foot. Can you lift the left leg up? Match it with the right. Lift that leg back up, set it back to where you started. Right leg lifts up, set it down, lift it back up, and so this is not easy, okay? But very important, we strengthen our hip joints, okay? And we do that best by maintaining as upright a posture as possible. In other words, as neutral a position as possible. I've got some flexion in my low back, all right? But I'm doing my best to sit upright and tall. Abs are in, upper back active. One more with that left leg. Lift it back up. One more with the right. And back down. Now, take the hands forward, sit up tall. I know, a lot of seated work, okay? It's important we strengthen our bodies seated. Inhale. Exhale, nod your chin to your chest, round and roll. Okay, folding the spine forward. We take the hands past the heels. We breathe in. Take that breath in, inhale, and then exhale, pulling in with your abdominals. Slowly stacking the spine up. One piece at a time. Inhale. Exhale. Nodding our chin towards our chest. We round and roll. See if you can take the hands a little forward. Maybe flattening the back, getting those hamstrings to really open. Exhale, reverse. Rounding, rolling, stacking up. We're rooting through our sit bones. Deep breath. Exhale. Taking the hands forward. We get that low back, the hamstring to open up. We breathe. Exhale, reverse. Stacking up one piece at a time. Let's do one more. One more stretch here. Inhale. Exhale. Nodding our chin towards our chest. Rounding and rolling. Taking the hands forward, we breathe in, big inhale, exhale to reverse, slowly stack up. Let's build the body up. Now hold here, let's interlace our fingers. We've been working on some upper back work here, shoulder blade work here, interlacing the fingers, elbows in line with our shoulders. Now, we pull in both directions, but we take our hands to the left. Okay, we're just doing a little bit of work here, strengthening our rotator cuff, strengthen our shoulder blades. Let's pull with the left arm, resist with the right, okay? And then we go again in the opposite direction. So this is a lot of work. We're pulling in both directions here, keeping our posture upright, okay? Return to center, pull in the opposite direction. All right, a lot of shoulder blade strength happening here. Rear deltoid strength, I know it's not easy. Do your best to keep it out of your neck, out of the upper traps. No rotation in the spine either. Okay, try not to rotate the body. Now back to center, now hold. Can you take the hands away from you? Circle the hands in line with your navel. Bring the hands up, line the hands up with the forehead, still pulling in either direction. One more. And then we reverse. Oh, yes. Still pulling. It's a lot of work. Maybe sitting up taller and taller. Okay, so important we strengthen these muscles. Pull, 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 pull. Line the hands up with your sternum. Hold, hold, hold. Pull, 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 pull. Whew. And relax. Oh, yes. Oh, but it is so good for us. We need a strong back, everybody. We need strong shoulder blades. We need to keep the body healthy. Let's stack the body back up. All right, bring your feet and knees together. Point through those feet. Let's roll it out with some roll-ups. Inhale, exhale, we reverse. Do your best to keep your arms Parallel to the floor. Work each piece of the spine into the mat. Arms reach overhead. Inhale, the hands come up, head, neck, and chest lifts. We lift, we lift, we lift. We roll up to seated. We breathe in at the top, keeping that curvature. Exhale. Rounding, rolling the body back, low back, mid back, upper back, and head, arms reach overhead. Inhale. Hands come up, head, neck, and chest lifts. Exhaling up, keeping that curvature, keeping that curvature. We breathe, inhale. Exhale, rolling, all right? We use our abdominals. We get this nice stretch through the spine. You can even anchor your feet, your legs into the floor. Rolling the body up. Deep breath in. Exhale to reverse. We got one more. One more full roll up for everyone. Looking good. Inhale. The hands come up. Head, neck, and chest lifts. Exhale up to seated. Take the hands forward. Find your forward fold. All right. And then I'm going to scoot forward so I'm centered on my mat. Let's all roll the body back. Let's do a few rollovers. So we take our time. We lie all the way down. Pull the shoulder blades back and into the mat. Abs in, right leg tabletop. Left leg to match. Okay. Now, inhale. Take the feet away from you. Stack the feet up over your hips. Exhaling the legs up over the body. Shins, thighs parallel to the floor. Inhale, flex, separate the feet, take the feet to the floor. Exhale to slowly roll the spine down. One piece at a time. Point the feet, circle the legs around, go again. Inhale. Exhaling up and over. All right, hips stay stacked above your shoulders. Inhale, flex, separate. Toes to the floor if you can. Controlling it down, exhaling. Exhaling, pointing the feet, circling around. Last one, inhale. Exhaling up and over. Inhale, flex, separate, hinge at the hip joints. Exhale to roll the spine down. All right, point the feet, circle around, pull the knees back to your chest. And just rock once again, side to side. Okay, we're gonna get into some hip work and just pay attention to how your hips feel, okay, when we get into this series. I want to see if you notice improvement, okay, with these exercises since we did those leg lifts earlier, working the front of the hip. Now, both feet to the floor. Let's all flip onto our left side, okay? And you can face me if you'd like. You can, whatever you want. You can pick a side if you need to see me in doing these exercises, whatever feels good for you. Now, find your neutral alignment in your pelvis. Since we're side lying, it's very important that we find our neutral, because neutral can be a little tricky. It's easier to find on our back. Make sure there's space between your left side and the floor. Now, keep the heels together. Let's lift that right knee up, activating that outer right glute. We go again. Okay, I want you to visualize that you're pushing your thigh into something heavy, okay? We're reaching that knee into that heavy object, and all the meanwhile, we're maintaining neutral, and we get the most strength when our pelvis is neutral, all right? On all our joints are properly stacked in their home position. One more lift here, push, push, push. Now keep that knee lifted, keep the glute active. Can you straighten that right leg long? Point the foot, take the leg back a little bit, flex the foot, and take it forward. Point to reach back, flex the foot forward, okay? Point, reach back, flexing forward. Nice, easy range of motion in the hip joint, okay? Flexing forward, pointing back. Now hold that right leg back. Can you rotate your upper body towards the floor, okay? All right, I actually got my hands stacked on one another. I'm going to take the right leg back behind me in the opposite direction of my shoulders, and I'll lift that right leg back and up, okay? Exhale, lifting little pulses here with that right leg. Okay, using the glute, firing that glute, we lift that right leg up. We take it back and up. Two more. One more. And pull that leg in. Use your arms. Let's come up to a mermaid position or a figure four posture. Let's take the left hand. So what I like to do in this stretch is take the hand over my head with the palm facing the ceiling. Okay, that get a little slightly deeper opening there. And then you can rotate your upper body to that right leg, left hand to that right leg there. Okay, and then we stack the body back up. Let's come on to our left elbow here. Okay, and then stack the knees back into that glute clam position here. All right, pull your left underside under. Find that left shoulder blade. Our shoulders are nice and strong there, or rather they're warmed up for some side plank-like movements. But first, let's take the right arm to a T, thread it between that left shoulder, or rather left elbow, left hip. Unravel back up to the start. Two more. All right, notice if you have a little more stability in your shoulders since doing those pulling motions earlier. And open up. Now, press your knees into the floor, elevate the hips, hold your side plank, bend the right elbow, fingertips to the right side, rotate your upper body around that left shoulder. See if you can square your chest to the floor and open back up for 4. Go again. Open back up for 3. Rotate. We move the body around that left shoulder. 2. 1 more. Staying stable, staying stable. Lift up, 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 and bump the hips down. Come on up, just one more quick side bend. Okay, back up. Let's take the right foot across the left knee. Let's stretch that glute out a little bit, all right? My side planks have always felt a little funky on my left side, but since we've been doing that, the push pulling with the arms, it feels normal. It feels great in my shoulder, all right? I'm hoping it feels good for you guys as well, all right? It's good. It's a good way to strengthen and stabilize, but this stretch feels good. Do your best to keep your sit bones rooted to the floor and opening your upper body to the right. You can even look past that right shoulder and return to center, everyone. Let's switch sides. Very good work. So on our right side here, you can rest your head on your right arm. The heels glue together. All right, the pelvis is stable and still. Abs are in, all right? And of course, you can take a moment to find your alignment. Heels together. Let's lift that left knee up. Take it to the floor. Lift that left knee up. We get that rotation within the hip joint. So keeping our posture. All right, the knee lifts. We get that rotation in the hip joint. Okay, strengthening our hips, so important that we keep our hips stable and strong. Okay, 2 and 1. Now straighten that left leg out long. Take the leg back and forward. So important. This resistance exercise that we do, it helps build our bones. We want strong bones, not just strong muscles. Point the feet, take the feet back, flex the foot, take the foot forward. All the meanwhile, that foot staying within that height range throughout. Okay, taking the foot back and forward. Now point the foot, take it back. Can you rotate your upper body towards the floor? Bring that left leg back. Let's pulse that left leg back and up. Abs are in. We go back and up. Abs active, pelvis still. Lifting the leg up and up. We go for 3. Last 2. 1. And set that leg back down. Come on up to your side bend position. We'll do the side bends first and then our side planks. I think that's correct. Anyone can speak up and let me know if I'm missing something. We'll rotate to that left leg. All right, opening that whole right inner thigh as well. So of course, that right side low back, but that inner thigh, you can feel a stretch there as well. Then we open back up and we come on down to our right elbow. Here we go. Now, Heels back into that glute clam posture. Shoulder blades back and down, lift from your left underside. So when we lift the left underside, notice that your left hip sinks down. You got a nice level posture there. Keep the abs in. Left arm to a T. Thread that left hand between your right elbow, right hip. Square your shoulders to the floor and open back up in this nice prep here, okay? And I like to keep my right hand flat on the floor. I feel more stable in my arm. Hold my hands like this, okay? Once more. And back up. Now we hold, okay? Push the knees into the floor. The hips elevate. Fingertips of that left hand to the left side of your head. Rotate your upper body. Square your chest towards that right arm and return. Opening back up. That was 4. Inhale. Exhale back up for 3. Getting some work in the upper back again. Obliques. Shoulder blades. 2. One more. And pull, 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 pull. Bump the hips to the mat. One more little side bend here. Opening that whole right side. And come on back upright. Let's take the left foot to the right knee there. And we pull that left leg, left thigh, left knee to our right shoulder. Okay, and doing our best to keep our sit bones rooted to the floor. Pulling that thigh towards us. We open our upper body to the left. And we can even start to look past our left shoulder a little bit. Getting that glute to open up and stretch. We'll return to center, everyone. Great job, great job, great job. Let's take it to the prone position on our stomachs. So important. We get some strength here in this prone position. Our hands now are below our shoulders, feet about hip width to shoulder width distance apart, and our face just hovering up off the floor. Do your best to root your sternum, your rib cage, on the floor here, okay? Now, pulling with the abs, the hips tuck under without the glutes gripping. Inhale, let's lengthen our head, neck, and chest. Forward and up. So here we get the upper back to activate. Exhale down again. Inhale, working our upper back, getting some length in the spine here. We get some strength. Exhale to control it back down. Inhale, upper back activates. Inhaling, 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 and exhaling back down. Again, inhale, inhale, inhale. Getting that upper back work here. Exhale back down. Can you keep your low back and pelvis stable? Now, lifting up, let's hold here, all right? Float your hands up off the mat. Can you take your arms out to a T? All right, can you keep the shoulder blades back and down? Arms out at a T. Let's pulse the hands up a little higher for 4. Pulse the hands up a little higher for 3. Again, that's 2. And 1. Now, can you rotate the palms to face up, or rather forward in this case? All right, hold, hold, hold. And then pulse again, reaching the thumbs to the ceiling. This is hard. 4. Keep the abs in for 3. 2. 1. Palm slip to face the floor. Bend the elbows, lower the head, neck, and chest down. Now, take the arms overhead. Elbows will be slightly bent. Bring your fingers together, thumbs together, just like you can see me. Thumbs, fingertips touching, abs in. Now, pull in with your abdominals. Lift your head, neck, and chest up again. All right, now pull in with the upper back. Keep the abs in. Can you lift your hands up off the floor? Hold. Hold, hold, loading the upper back, loading the shoulder blades. You can push into your pinky finger. That's going to create some external rotation in the shoulders, taking some pressure off. Good, 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 good. And relax down. Oh boy. Interlace your fingers below your forehead. Bend your knees, and then just take your feet side to side. Okay. That was a very good exercise, strengthening that overhead range of motion with some upper back work, okay? All right. And then just take the legs long, elbows by your sides. Let's push our elbows into the floor, bump your hips back, find a rest position, forehead on the mat. Let's bring our hands together, stretching out our lats. Okay, so feel that those lats really stretch when we use our abdominals to draw the ribs down. You can feel that stretch underneath your armpits. Inhale. Breathing in, think of breathing wide into the rib cage, and then exhale, pulling with the abs, draw the ribs in. So it's those abdominals working, but it's also our diaphragm pulling our rib cage inwards. We create that deep overhead lat stretch. I try to do this stretch in all sorts of different positions, but nothing gets this stretch deeper than when we're in this child, or for me, when I'm in this child pose like position. Let's take one more breath in. Breathe wide laterally into the ribs, and then exhale. The ribs draw in, those abs kick on, and that diaphragm really pulls the ribs in. And feel that deep stretch in your armpits, those lats. You can even deepen it just a little bit by bending the elbows into a little bit of a prayer position to the back of your head. All right. Take the arms long. Let's roll up to hands and knees. Just a moment here in this hands and knees posture here. Hands directly below our shoulders. Let's curl the toes under, or actually keep the feet flat on the floor to start. Knees directly below our hips. Okay, let's press the shoulder blades wide, okay? Take an inhale, exhale, pulling in with your abdominals. We tuck the hips under, rounding the low back, mid back. Still pressing our shoulder blades wide. We get that stretch, nodding the chin towards our chest. Find neutral. Now hold in neutral. Now bring the knees a little closer to you. Separate them about shoulder width distance and curl the toes under like so. So if we were to draw a line from our navel to the floor, those knees line up with that line, okay? Pressing wide, take an inhale, active in your arms, float the knees up off the mat. Can you maintain this neutral here? Knees are just hovering up off the floor. Keep neutral. It's a little bit of quadricep here. Active in the arms. You can press your fingers into the floor. Looking good. Maintaining this position. One more breath in. Exhale your knees to the floor. Let's take the hips up and find a Pilates up stretch here. Letting the head rest between our elbows. We alternate bending knees. Getting a deep calf stretch here, hamstring opening. And then hold in center. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale to bend our knees to the mat. And everyone, we will finish there for the morning. All right. Thank you for joining, everybody. Thank you. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining. I hope to see you next week. Take care, everybody.